Yeah, so for anybody that's new for the recording purposes, this video is gonna be on Evening Stars or wherever God takes it or the members take it. But long story short, uh, make sure that you scroll all the way up in the recorded Zoom recordings and that you watch all of these videos. The first one you can skip through it. You don't have to watch it, it's just us talking and saying what the group is going to be about and things of that nature. So you can watch it because you'll hear like, oh yeah, we will live trade, da, 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 like little small gems. But long story short, I'm gonna also do a trading views breakdown. I believe Jordan was gonna do a part 2 to this one as well. But mine's is gonna be once we get into how to chart and things of that nature. But yeah, you want to scroll down here? Let me see. This one you definitely see trading on small time frame class. I think this is. I will watch this. I can't remember the class, but I would definitely watch this. If this is when Jordan started getting on candlesticks, make sure you watch that, right? Because we trade the same, but Jordan trades a little differently than me, but it's still price action. But Jordan just has like a couple of more confirmations, but his confirmations aren't like indicator. It's just on the price action. But I'll be a little more riskier sometimes. Um, and sometimes his are more actually riskier and safer. It just depends. You know what I'm saying? And you'll learn that on the way. And when I say that terminology, don't get scared, is more so like, is this at a breakout or is this at a support? You know what I'm saying? Or if you're going for puts, is this at a resistance or is this at a breakout to go to another support? All right. So you definitely want to watch this class. Option trading part 1. Uh, I need to take passwords off these. And then you want to watch this one too. This is the part 2. This one goes to this class. It's just the recording had split up. Q&A. I would have to rewatch this class, but I think all of them are important. But if you're just new, I'm just trying to help you like skip past a couple of things because I'll go over some of this stuff again, obviously. But yeah, you just want to go through all of these and make sure that you don't skip this one. Even if you want to skip through, you want to at least watch the Greek stuff like options beginners and then start here, if anything, right? This is when we'll start getting on the charts, and this is when everything starts to just this should have just been part 1 with this, but it was just a little extra, right? But watch all of that stuff. And once you start seeing classes with like actionable signals, do not miss those classes. These are going to be like your go-to, you know what I'm saying? How to trade, your confirmations and stuff of that nature. You want to start with part 1. And after all of that, you'll start, and it's more so for right now for you, Victor. I don't know who else is new, but you want to start with, not start, but keep going into like the spinning tops and morning stars. This class is going to coincide with this class, right? Because this was going to be the class that I'm doing right now. But it just turned on, it turned into a morning star review. You'll see, because I'll ask people questions. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Let me see what else is on here.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, bro, absolutely.
The thing for me that was great about these videos is the one where Jordan went over the higher highs and higher lows, and then the one that video, and then the ones where you did the actionable signals. Those were golden. Of everything that's out there, those classes right there help me every single day. Those 3 videos, the highs and lows and the actionable signals.
Yeah, I would say that too, and I'll just throw in I'll throw in the options beginner class so you can know how to pick your contracts. But I'm also going to do another class on that. I'm gonna be running a boot camp where I'm gonna go crazy about that shit, like for like big accounts and small accounts. So I don't have to like. It's just a logic behind everything once you know how to read the Greeks and stuff like that. Like you don't have to stay in the trade that long, but knowing how much money you want to just make and stuff of that nature. You gotta know what contracts to pick and know how much the contract is going to cost, and are you willing to risk that much, and what's your not that much, because a contract could cost, let's just say $5,000 or $3,000, but or you put in that much money into the contract, but that's not what you're risking. You know what I'm saying? Like you may risk like $700 of that. You know what I mean? It's not, you're not risking the whole thing. But Yeah, that's gonna be in the boot camp, but I'm also gonna be doing stuff like that on here. But I do tell you, if y'all want to join the boot camp, y'all can, but y'all gonna get it regardless. But everything's just gonna be in order here. Um, yeah. All right, so let's get on the charts. Anybody else want to say anything before we begin?
I just want to say I'm happy to be here.
All
Oh,
right, Jordan, what's up?
Hey, Jordan, welcome back.
Back.
And me, I just want to shout out Melina for alerting me that the class was going on because I got a little sidetracked. So
Bro,
yeah,
man,
shout out to Melina.
fire all day, bro.
And shout out to that guy Moody, man. Man just had a baby. He's still putting in time here to help us grow and get better.
Wait,
classes every day.
Moody had his baby?
Yes, he
Which
did.
one?
Yeah.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Yeah, little homie.
You were gonna be on like this. That's why I was like, wow, okay, congratulations.
Dude, Moody was on every day last week and he had his baby.
Ah, wow.
Congrats, Moody. He keeps saying, "Oh, I'm gone. I'm taking some time off," and 10 minutes later he'll be back on here.
But I don't hear the baby in the background, so he must be asleep.
Moody did take time off. I think he took like 15 minutes on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's about right.
Instead of 15-minute naps, wait. But nah, I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Jordan, bro, getting back home safe off the yacht. You know what I'm saying? Well tripped, well deserved. You know what I mean? Starting off the new year with a bang, bro. And then came back and just did what he did. You feel me? Come on now, bro. We don't stop. We keep feeding the people is what we do. But all right, so everybody, quick question. I'm not gonna do a Morningstar review, but everybody, I just want to make sure everybody understands the Morningstar, like the last class, not the last class that we did, but like going over the Morningstars and how to trade them and everything. If you don't want to unmute yourself, you can just drop Y's in the chat. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna just pick any random person. Ray, since you unmuted yourself, how do you trade the Morningstar?
Oh, well, once you find it and you locate
Oh, wait,
it.
hold on, Ray. Sorry, not to interrupt you. Charm says, "Welcome back, Jordan. Welcome back. Is it 23 or 4 or 5? What are we getting?" Right. All right. So, Ray, how do we trade the Morningstars? You muted right now, big bro.
Depending on which time frame you find it in. And then there's at the body, once it breaks the body on when it's going up, once it breaks the body, that's activates the Morningstar. And that's when you get in the trade.
All right, so we got a Morningstar right here. And let me ask you the question a little bit differently. How do we enter a Morningstar? How do we enter a Morningstar? How do we know that it activated?
Once it breaks the resistance.
What's the resistance?
The top of the body.
The top of what body? So would I be getting is a 3-candle setup? Which?
Oh, okay. So the second candle, the 2 down, whatever, I think that's what you call it. So there's the big red candle, and then there's a Morningstar, that one that you have it on.
Yep.
And then to me, I would enter on this one
right here.
Once it breaks on this one. On this one, I would wait till the top of the wick. But if it was like a spinning top or something, I would do the body, top of the body.
Gotcha. So the first way that you explained it is the way that you trade a Morningstar. Let's just go ahead and delete ES. We're not going to we're just going to make sure that everybody has it right.
Was I right on that or no?
The second one, you was wrong.
Oh, okay.
And right here, you always wait. So that's why I was testing when you said resistance. That made me understand that you didn't know how to trade the Morningstar, but you did. But you were still a little confused, but you was going to take a shot at it, right? So how to trade the morning star is always, it's always activated, and the way you enter in is when it triggers, right? To go, you don't have to say two up when this one surpasses the top of the wick, like you said on this one, right? Even if it was this bad boy right here, right, with an inverted pin bar, we still get in at the top, not at the body, right?
Oh, at the top of the wick. Okay, I was doing. I
Yeah.
thought it was activated at the body.
No, it's always activated at the wick. The wicks are always entry points and targets. Bodies are always support and resistance.
You know, I had that right here in my notes. I'm looking right at the goddamn thing. Okay.
It's all right, bro. It's all right.
Moody, can you say that again?
Wicks are always entry points and targets. Bodies are supports and resistance.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What if it doesn't have, what if it's kind of pivot machine gunning out of there? You know what I mean? It doesn't have one big green candle, but they stack up to break that wick. Is that when you would enter on the backside?
You got me confused. What you mean?
So on the third candle, instead of it being like one green, let's say that wick, the first candle.
Which are you looking at, the evening or morning?
On the morning star.
Okay, right here.
Right. I had a situation today, right, where maybe the third candle times out. It doesn't break the wick, but the next one comes on and continues up.
That's okay.
You know what I mean?
That's okay. Are you talking about? Here you go.
Like it's just not once. The next candle doesn't break
It's
it, but
just
the
not
fourth
one
candle breaks
candle
it,
like
but it's a
this.
continuation.
It's like it was a morning star, but it was just like it was just getting ready to break, but this one didn't break, and then it gave you another one, then it finally broke.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to find like a similar thing. Since you asking the question, I'm just finding a whole bunch of one setup right here. So this would still be considered, see, it happened right here and happened here too. This would still be considered a morning star when you can just break candles in. Like if I was to put this, if I was to not go to I could go to 2 hour time frame and it happened, right? But you can do it here too. If I was to connect both of these two candles, that's 1 hour and an hour. In a 2 hour time frame, it would go together and it will be just two candles in there. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of the fact, if you had 1, 2, 3, or like 1, 2, that's still to me considered a morning star, right? Because I know that this is a bigger time frame, and if I'm seeing this like this here, it's happening already on a smaller time frame, right? And then I also know that morning stars like to complete its structure. So morning star, even with one, like how we've been finding them, like with just, this is doubled, but right here, like one, this is still a cup and handle on a smaller time frame. The morning star that is still a cup and handle on a smaller time frame. Bull flag breakouts. That little small gap that you see with this completing the structure here is a cup. That's a cup inside of there. That's a cup, or you can think of a bowl. And it always completes structure. It always completes structure. Sometimes it's a small structure, sometimes it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like this one was not that big. It was from here. I'll use the 50% retracement so you can see it. From here to here. It came back all the way up there. Cup and handle. You see the cup? This is a morning star. You see the cup, handle? It just printed it out pretty over here and just gave it to you. So it looks like that, but all of these are cup and handles on smaller time frames. That makes sense?
Yep. Yeah, I was stacking them up in my head. I was just making sure on the entry it was okay.
Yeah, and if your mind is just subjective to seeing like one, but you understand like it could be two little stars or two different. This was the tweezer bottom inside of a morning star, right? But what you can do, let me see if I could just make it happen right now. Like with this one, Dang, I should have never did it like that. I should do it. Well, I should do it like this because that's how you're gonna end up seeing it, right? And you're waiting, like you waited, and it's like, dang, and you could have jumped in, right? Because sometimes I do that, and it's like, dang, it's not going yet, right? Just throw your stop. Most people are gonna put their stop loss right there. You say they just jumped in, you can, right? I'll do that, but I stopped doing that because I don't like to trail my stop loss down. So I'm automatically just gonna go to the structure, just to not get stopped out. Because regardless of the fact, even if it takes these out, it's gonna swing high. From a bigger time frame, I know that this is going up and down on a smaller one, and it's giving me swing highs and swing lows. I can just read bigger time frame to smaller time frame on one chart, right? So since I know that, I know like, okay, they're gonna leave this pivot low for me, just like they left that pivot low, pivot low, pivot low. They're gonna leave that one. This is just a pullback. They're gonna take them out and keep going. So long story short, you could have been on this hour, and if you want to see a picture perfect, like Morningstar like that, with just one candlestick in there, it's just manipulating your time frames. Like I come to this one, and there's an automatic tweezer bottom playing up live. So like even when I would have seen this candle growing like that, I would have traded this. But that's Moody. Even seeing this higher time frame, I would have utilized a smaller one because I would have known how long I had on this time frame, and it's giving me right now a tweezer bottom reversal on this larger time frame, and the larger time frame is a bigger confirmation than the smaller one, regardless, right? So that one just didn't play out how I wanted to. So I could have came to the 3, and it's not. I'm going bigger, so it's gonna get more bullish, right? And like I'll go to this one so you can see it's just gonna get more bullish. So I had to go smaller, right? So from the hour. And you just got to be able to identify with that and know that with like charting and reading data. If you go to the smaller one, you start seeing the Morningstar. Go bigger, you go smaller, you're going to see the reversals and you're going to see it get bullish. Go smaller, you're going to see the reversal. Even if you're seeing it on a bigger time frame, you're going to see a reversal on smaller time frames. Once you know what they are, you can identify with them and you know what's going on now, right? Now you know like, Morningstar, oh, they gave me both of the actions right there. I got double candles, take it smaller. It means it's happening, right? Bear flag about to break out of a 50% retracement, right? Because that was an evening star fell, based out, finding support off of like 50% of this candle. Dang, see, I'm over here teaching a whole bunch of different stuff. But 50% of this candle, it's just all price action. So, you know, like you're looking for the Morningstar back up. I'm just trying to go to the time frame to find like perfectly right there. You're getting it right here, Morningstar, trading it right now off of that 1 hour time frame. There you go, get it again. Morningstar, if you went to the 10-minute, and you could just you just have to learn your time frame. From 1 hour, you would have just said, oh, okay, 10 minute. But sometimes you're not gonna know that, so you're just gonna play with the time frames. And just like I'm showing you that Morningstar, you know that that's a bullish reversal. You get to see, and once you identify with that, and that's all you're looking for, and you know what you're trading, you get to see that all at your support level. Like, oh, hold on, it was gonna give me an even start, rejected, bull flag, kept going, tweezer bottom, kept going down, right? Double bottom, came back up, tweezer bottom. You see it, look, double bottom, tweezer bottom. That's the evening star. See, tweezer bottom comes up, misses it, indecision. That's how you read candlesticks. Boom, indecision. All right. Off that indecision, new candle comes out, picks direction. Evening star, which we're going to talk about today. Comes back down, boom. All that is done already, right? So now that's a triple bottom. Boom, tweezer bottom, reverse it. Bull flag on a smaller time frame because I'm on the 10. Morningstar on a even smaller time frame, and right now, boom, goes up. Doesn't give us nothing. This is just like a bull flag breakout as well on a smaller time frame, inverted pin bar. That's all the actionable it gives us. So after it gives us that, smaller time frame has a head and shoulders. Breaks the neckline, comes down into the Morningstar. So you just got to break it down. You see, now you're getting it right here. I came to the 7-minute. That's why I break down my time frame. See the Morningstar right there? They always play out every fucking time. You just got to know what time frame is really holding the reversal and how long you have to play them, right? So Morningstar, You see how there's a whole bunch? This is the setup that you got caught in, right, Bill? Where it's like, oh, dang, it's coming out. Boom. Right or wrong, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was on a slower mover, but yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Slower movers, just play the bigger time frames on those. See, and then you get to see all the reversals, right? Lower, that's like Ray, Jordan's class, right? From like higher high, right? Higher lows, to all of these right here to break these highs. Once you know what you want to trade, you're gonna get it. If you ever watch DD trades, he's always going for one of these because we're shradders. But if you don't know how to read somebody's chart and don't know what they do, you're never gonna know. You're just gonna think it's a trend line break, right? My magnet's just on. But it'd be looking like this, and he'd be like, "Oh, it just broke this," and that's what he wants. Blue. And if we ever hold this, oh, we're holding. Even if it comes down here, because he's a shredder, he's gonna put his stop loss down here or down here and give it room to breathe. And that's why you're always seeing them big ass percentages. Because we know what's gonna happen. You know, this is right here on a bigger time frame. Look, so you could click, so it could click. And then we're gonna get to class. Right? I'm gonna do it from this wick, from there. That's just one big ass bar. You figure deal me? I went from here to here to here. Perfect. Oh, dang. 50% retracement off the hourly candle. It's all price action. Let me go in the chat real quick. Appreciate it. Wicks are entry. Appreciate you, Jordan. That was an inverse head and shoulders. So you see Melina, she ain't even getting distracted. That's how you start becoming a GOAT. How you become a living legend. Why? Because you're seeing all that and you're like, oh, what can I add to that? What else do I see? You know what I mean? So you've been on fire all day. All right, so I'm glad that I did that. The way you trade a Morningstar, right? It doesn't matter how you see it, is when it breaks and it activates. Like right here, it didn't act. Right here, it didn't activate, right? So the Morningstar is not there no more. That was a whole different pattern. This was the tweezer bottoms right here that gave it to you back up. So you just got to realize that sometimes, like, okay, cool, it didn't work. It's not that that doesn't work, bro. It just, they're pushing the price down or something's happening. Find the other reversal. Don't get mad. If you missed that one, look, you caught that one, guess what? You never got stopped out. And if you was patient enough, you took that whole 50% retracement of this whole entire move right here and took them right back up, bounced off of them and took them right back up. Let's go. Right? What's the support that is using? Right here. Oh, dang.
Look at Adobe Daily for tomorrow.
Right here. Now I got to get into the evening star, bro. I was just trying to do a little recap. I'm glad I did it because y'all wouldn't know. I'll get into the Adobe, but you also got to tell me. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I would have went to Adobe quicker if you would have told me what you wanted from Adobe.
Okay, Adobe right now is daily, and it's a perfect morning star on it for the daily for tomorrow. If anybody's interested, so we can play it.
Right, now you're making me want to go to the chart because you're talking to me about it. At first, it's like, yo, just go. I love the way you think, dude. I love your mind. Go to Adobe. Somebody ain't gonna appreciate that, especially if you're intellectual as me. You're gonna be able to understand that spirit. You're gonna be like, that was rude. But long story short, what you want from Adobe though? I see the morning star.
Just so everybody can see it, it's how it plays out in the morning, because it's a morning star right now on the daily.
I'm not understanding. You said so everybody can see. I can't make everybody see how it's gonna play out in the morning.
No, never mind. It's there now. They can watch it in the morning.
Oh, gotcha.
If they wanted to see something, see it play out or play it.
See. I don't like how it closed under his trigger. Oh, wait, this ain't Adobe. I want to, my bad.
Yeah, it's still yes.
Bro, I haven't slept. Leave me alone. ADB. And now I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to myself in my head. I'm like, bro, come on, get it together. It's ADBE, right?
Yeah, that's it.
On,
Yeah, it's on.
All right. Oh, what do you mean? It's beautiful, bro. Just chill out. Swing the fuck out this. All right, so yeah.
I'm just looking at the Morning Star on this one.
All right, I like it though. You gotta remember, we're not all the way into the shot. Oh no, never mind. They haven't. Yeah, I still like it. They haven't been taking out their trade. You got that small gap. That's how you trade. You got that small gap right there. Heck yeah, bro. What do you mean? Hold on. How lovely is this Morning Star though? They ain't gonna ask you no questions on Moody, so keep going.
Yeah, it was abandoned, right? It was there. We wouldn't even touch it.
The Abandoned Baby, I think they call that one, or something like that.
Oh, so we flipped them all on there. We trigger. Oh shit. Hold on.
Oh, you said it was already. Roger said it was already played. Let me see. Let me see. It looked like it completed as well.
Oh, this motherfucker is still swinging. I should have jumped in. Yo.
Moody, did the Morningstar didn't look complete to you on the daily?
Yeah, it's complete. Yeah, it looks beautiful. I'm just reading the Morning Star a little bit more, on a bigger time frame. But yeah, it completed structure. It just never took out its target. Right here.
Oh, so it's likely for a continuation.
Yeah, and that like it. Ooh, hold up. Hold on. Let's read the price action movie. 85.73. 85. Nah, it missed it. It missed it by 3 cents. So that's the daily, so 4 hour. Okay. That shit got completed. Hey, my bad for everybody that's like, yo, Moody, get to the morning stars. I mean, evening stars.
No, I see where you're going because even with this Adobe, I already saw an inverse head and shoulders, and I was like, okay, hey, if we break out the previous high for the left, I'm like, I see where your mind's going.
Yeah, that morning star already happened, but it's pushing strong. Like, look, it happened on Monday. It triggered today, and it gave continuation today. Oh shit! You can see them. It's bull flagging right now. Like, you can see a completed structure right here. Like, we couldn't make it. Completed structure, missed it by a hair for the target. Hammer. I'm saying I'm reading it to you, bro. Hammer, back. Right? And you still got time to push it up. Still bull flagging, 3 white soldiers, Morning Star, cup.
Yeah, I was gonna say the cup. I feel like the cup's forming, and that bull flag is really your handle, and then it's gonna break out.
Yeah, it is on a smaller time frame. Yeah, you can see it. Look, here, because you can see. I'll just take you all the way there. It's all it is, Melina. You see it? Here, I'll bring you to the hour.
Yeah, no, I saw it, and I think when a high time frame, I saw the inverse head and shoulders, and I was like, if he keeps going, it's like golden.
Yeah, this is your handle. And it's just giving you evening star, coming back to support, bull flagging. It's the handle right here off of, look. You gotta bring up, you can see your inverse head and shoulders too. Is in there, and then this is just your cup handle. It's just handling still. But nah, Adobe look great, bro. You're not overbought, and yeah, the 1 minute I found support. I don't even care if it falls down. That'd be even better for it to run up. Because you really haven't fell. You're still on the uptrend, see? You just gotta know how to read this. You're still pushing up strong. You just found some support. All right, cool. But I'm saying, I know you didn't ask me a question on it, but you follow my drift?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, I do.
Yeah. Morningstar good. And you just here, right? Because you probably just scared to ask, and you probably just want to know, like, Moody, where do I get in? You want to get in before I start class?
Well, since you're there, yeah, let's do that.
All right, bro. Stop being so scared, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying not to take up too much of the class. I know we want to get into Evening Star, so.
I don't give a damn, bro. If I was you, I wouldn't give a fuck who it was. I'd be like, yeah, give me that shit, Moody. I don't care what they say.
Well, you created
Man,
the.
you gotta think about yourself, bro.
Y'all remember when I bogart everything?
Let me delete all this because that's what's throwing me off. All right, y'all about to be like, damn, Moody. Here, I want to give you a nice entry point. Jeez Louise, bro. This shit got some time to go. I'm saying, look, this is why I say that. This is why I feel like it's going to. That shit gone. Fucking A, bro. Because it's gonna find turbulence. It's gonna like right here is where it's gonna be like, That's what I'm saying. You can still trade this. Same is above entry. Let's go to the smaller time frame. What am I on? I think I got that off the weekly. Oh, you straight, bro? Yeah, I got you. Oh. I got you. You can enter in at 388. Man, you probably gonna not wait for that shit. 388 is easy, but you definitely probably not gonna wait for that. Hold on, bro. Damn, Moody, it's running. All right, cool. So look, anything above this, even if it runs, bro, anything above this, any candles holding above 385.66, you could go, you golden. And this was gonna be your first entry, 388.16. So make sure you take some profits there, okay, buddy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you want to, if it holds, if you bought enough, make sure you take some profits. And if you just want to, because you feeling a little you can add to your position with candles holding above that line. But make sure that the one that you add to, that once it keeps running and gives you profits, that you cut and just leave runners on the first position that you made, so you don't lose on that trade.
All right.
All right, bro. See how easy that was? All right. Let me go into the chat and then we're gonna start the class. It's probably gonna be a quick class, so I don't know. We're gonna see. Dang, I've been here in y'all bag, Head and Shoulders. I kind of missed that gym a while ago. Multitasking, body is support and resistance. Body is support and resistance, and wicks are entries and targets. Yeah, you're right. Just the last part, wicks are entries and targets. And you can scroll up in the chat. Jordan dropped it too. Melina, it looks complete. Yeah, everything was complete. It looked complete to me as well. Failed Evening Star right before the S on Adobe, on ES on Adobe completed, but trended did not continue. Yeah, facts, and how it ended with that inverted. You can look at it like an inverted pin bar if you want to, but it's really inverted long-legged doji. All right, so cool. Let's go find the Evening Star and let's break this down. And the only reason this probably be a quicker class is the same thing as the Morning Star. We got one right here, but we don't want to find this Moody on a smaller time frame because then you won't be able to show off and show them how to really trade. Boom, boom. That is a beautiful Evening Star. That's like abandoned baby. But a lot of people did not have caught this. So don't ever like see these and be like, dang, that's just sometimes you're like, man, this, bro, we ran. Nah, we ran. Completed structure. Like price action traders caught it, right? But a lot of other, I didn't. I know for sure I didn't. But yeah. All right, this one is a little too advanced. Oh, this was great. I like this one. This is an Evening Star, right? Can anybody read this to me if they can. If you can, it's okay. And if you want to take a shot at it, it's okay. Can anybody read this to me? And all I'm trying to get you to read is these candles right here.
Pin bar, spinning top.
You said what, bro?
Pin bar, spinning top. And is that a pin bar? Is that called? Let me see.
What else you see? You see I see that too, spinning top, pin bar. More of a, it's still a pin bar, but yeah, like hammer pin bar.
And
I thought
I would have said inverse cup.
Oh, yeah, inverse.
Is that a cup of handle?
Head and
Inverse cup.
shoulders.
And yeah, I was gonna
Who's
say
the head and shoulders?
Melina said head and shoulders.
Okay. Oh yeah, she can see. Never mind. You show off. Whoever said inverse cup. I like how you said inverse cup and not handle, because it's just an inverse cup. So you're seeing that correctly. This is a evening star with a tweezer, an evening star reversal with a tweezer top reversal inside of the evening star. And everything that everybody called out. So the cup is there and it happened on a smaller time frame. Melina's just showing off her skills because she knows she advanced now. She even went to a fucking Super Saiyan overnight. Let me see. Where this shit at? Brush. This is your head and shoulders right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder, 50% retracement, neckline. Breakdown, double bottom, fails, reversal, right? That was dope, Melina, but yeah. I told you, right? I got your back, Melina. You are, don't say I'm not. You are. Don't allow, man, smack that thought. What the heck wrong with you? Don't be speaking that kind of stuff into existence. You are. Boom, 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 boom. Remember, it's not good to be humble. Don't make me go look it up in front of y'all. Y'all should just go look it up and see what that word means. You'll probably stop using it and stop saying, I am a humble person. You probably just say, I'm modest. All right, so we're gonna go with this evening star. All right. Not the tweezers. Where's that other one I found? Not that one. It was at the bottom. It was not that one. Yeah, let's go with this one. All right. So the reason I'm finding it on the reason I wanted to find it on a bigger time frame was because I want you to start understanding time frames, because I'm at a point where I want to speed up people's learning process. And I feel like you got, if it's going over your heads, please stop me and just be like, yo, Moody, identify that for me. I kind of feel what you're saying, but make that click. Yeah, I can see that. All right. So let me go to the chat. All right. That I'm that chick. Yeah, big facts. You are. So yeah, like I was saying, if it just stop me or just go in the chat and like, yo, Moody, hold on. That even if you're listening, like, hold on, something clicked, but something didn't click. And if you're just listening, understand that you got to rewatch this and see what I'm doing. Daily time frame. So even star. Let's move some of this price action. Let's just get it. Let's get it to like about here. All right. So let's just say we seen, a matter of fact, we'll let it play out. Boom. Boom. Oh man, I'm about to get advanced on y'all. All right, so like potential evening star. If you would have saw that like that, right? And your eyes allow you to see that, potential evening star. If you see this on a daily time frame, go to a smaller time frame for me, please. Do not go, when I say smaller time frame, overstand my language. If I am on a daily time frame, a smaller time frame to me from a daily time frame is a 12-hour chart. A smaller time frame from a 12-hour chart is a 7-hour, 4-hour, even from a daily 12, 7, 4, these are smaller time frames to me to that chart. That's why they even have it broken down to you for like hour, then minute. If I say smaller time frame, don't go from the daily to the 15, I am going to lose you. That's like a Ferrari taking off next to a Honda. I'm gonna lose you. All right. So understand that even when you're learning from anybody else and they say some shit like that, you will learn from them. I promise you, if they say smaller time frame and they jump small, you don't do that. Follow what Moody said, and you're going to learn from them and see their bullshit and know how to even fix their shit. And you may want to stay quiet, but you may want to help the person. Just depends on your spirit. So, long story short, as you see, I said potential, you'll want to enter here, stop loss here. I'm just going to do it all in one class, right? You'll enter there. So now we'll go to just the 12 hours so you can start seeing things. You're starting to see your evening star. See the candle there, small candle, boom. You're seeing your evening star. You're seeing it close at a structure, right? Double bottom, don't get scared. The ride is just beginning, right? I'm gonna take you back to the daily so you can understand that. The ride is just beginning. Just like they have room to run, you have more room to fall, because their room to run is not that much. You see it? Bloop. This is just the weekly, but to the daily is overbought. To the weekly, to a breakout. Are we strong enough to break out yet? Hopefully, is that clicking? Can I get a wide chat?
Okay, so you look at so you looking at the overboughts and stuff like that on the different time frame and seeing where it can possibly break out at, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, I learn something new all the time, I swear.
Yeah, that's why I left you on red for a couple of days when you threw an RSI question at me.
Well, I was arguing with somebody. I was trying to.
I know I didn't want to argue with that person with you.
I mean, I told him that, you know, sometimes when it like goes down to, you know, down to the bottom and stuff like that, that
Rosa,
it could break
I don't
down
wanna
even
argue.
more.
I don't want to exactly just stomp it on his head and just know that you're right.
I didn't feel like I was right. Not by the way you answered it.
Nah,
Rosa, when you're right, you never have to explain yourself to anyone. Stay quiet. Okay, just let them talk, and you know your
Okay.
stuff.
facts. And you just let them talk. And if they keep talking and keep trying to prove themselves, you know they full of shit. Why you keep trying to prove yourself to me for? Who the fuck am I to you? I know who I am to me. Why are you proving yourself to me? Who deemed me the important or urgency person that knows it all? Now I see how you view me. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to mess with an intellectual mind, someone that knows themselves, someone that goes to therapies and knows every avenue of their temple. They can play with you for real if they want to. That's what the church does. Let me stop. Let's go back to the church. Go back to the church. All right, so long story short. Melina, I'm trying to tell you, don't lose me. Stay with the 144. Long story short, I probably got you dying today. You probably just like, oh my God. So
Today was a movie.
Today was a movie. I might let them see it. So if we go to the daily, boom, that'll be your entry, that'll be your stop loss, right? You can start to see things now, just like I did when Ray said Morningstar. I read it even more and went into more time frames. Remember, if you see it on a certain time frame, the bigger you go, if it's a bullish reversal, you will see it become more bullish and then become one candle. Look to your right. How long do I have for the candle to close? Look to your left. Look at your motherfucking targets. When that starts to click, then talk to Moody about the Greeks if that don't click. So
Clickety click.
Clickety click, clickety click.
I know I was gonna get you started off.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, MSCT ain't for everybody. It's only for people that really wanna grow, they wanna challenge themselves. Because I know I could get annoying. So long story short, boom. But this is why y'all love me, because it's like, who can stay on a chart and really just digest it like this? I could vouch for Jordan. And our team, but I don't know about nobody else. So long story short, you see the evening star right there. Just trade what you see. Don't try to be like, oh, that's too much price action. Remember, we're not even touching that. We're touching the daily. The daily just broke down for us, right? So we go to the 7 hour. Bada bing. Right here. You see it? Let me get some Y's in the chat if we can see it.
Yes, we see it.
All right. So now that you see it, because you broke it down, right, from Tuesday all the way coming into the potential Wednesday, we're seeing when Moody says, if you see it on a bigger time frame, you missed it. Doesn't mean you missed the whole move. You just missed the actual reversal because it happens on a smaller time frame first. On a smaller time frame, what I mean by that is all the way down here. It happened down here first. This is where it happened at. But this is gonna fake you out if you don't know how to trade it. This is where everybody wants to be, but don't know how to trade it. Right? Look at the reversal right there. What is this called, guys?
The evening star.
All right, let's get it. Evening star. Where will we enter? Where will we enter on this evening star? It's a one word.
Click.
Wow. Entry, right? Just make it white real quick. That would have been an entry. Duke coming down. Early. This is at 10 o'clock in the morning. If you was patient enough to wait for your move and not get so, oh my God, it's going up. Everybody gets a turn. It went up. It took out all these wicks. It's called a PMG in our world, Shrek community, right? I'm not trying to make it perfect, and I'm gonna put it like this so you can get the real breakout, because I'm gonna make it perfect. Fuck that shit. It's from this wick all the way down to the body of this motherfucker here, and that's why you see your fucking morning star breaking out. This is not a trend line breakout. It is, but that's for amateurs. No disrespect to my brother Quinn. That's for amateurs. Why? Because if you go to Jordan's chart would never look like that. I have to shout my brother out. It's going to look like something like this. Because he's going to know his support. Right? If you look at any of his charts, remember when I got on you about this, like trend lines, Ray, the other day? What I said, you was like, nah, but Jordan does it too. But I was like, Jordan's like a symmetry, or like, it's always going to be that, because that's what Jordan talks about. You know what I'm saying? And he always looks for that breakout. That's why I always tell him, bro, you trade in price action, bro.
And that's called confluence right there when it's all that the
Exactly. Right? So this is called a PMG. One candle takes it all out. This is just a 1 minute chart. You put if you go to a 5 minute chart, this would have been one candle taking it all out. Right? So, or you can look at this as a falling wedge. When you go to the real things, you start to understand, okay, that's why Moody's saying that this is for amateurs. Why? Because the real pattern is the descending wedge. That's the real pattern. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of patterns within here, and then it breaks out of that. When you take away that, you just have the trend line break. Right? That's always going to be for a scalper. Make sense? Because they're just going to throw this, wait for that, and take profits if they know how to look to the left and take those profits and not just go off of the candle going up and then coming down. You know what I'm saying? And the reason you know that that's for a scalper, why? Because this takes time. Oh, is it already on this? This takes time. That's called patience. That person didn't jump in there. That person waited for a range. Okay, we bottomed out, found a support. Okay, we broke support. Now is it not looking like Jordan stuff a little bit? All right. All right, cool. We either gonna buy the support, take the morning star, take the break, boom. That's called patience. Right? Does that make sense for everybody? Can I get a Y in the chat? The reason I'm asking that, if it makes sense, is because that's how you can start to identify with, oh, this is the type of trader I am. I don't have patience. I have, okay, cool. So I need an RSI strategy. I need a trend line break strategy. And that's why Jordan has Quinn, Zay, Moody, so many different types of things in MSC. Because there's going to be a lot of different types of traders. But you have to identify and know who you are to continue on with someone. And you can learn from each person, but you got to know who you are and what you're trying to do. Right? All right. So evening star right here. And that's how you enter in. Right? Even if you would have been, even if you don't trade the 1 minute chart, let's go to the 5. Remember, guys, this is all coming from a daily chart. Right? The 5 minute didn't give you anything but the inverted pin bar, not up here. This is that why I'm saying anything is because no price action in there, right? The 1 minute would have got you in at 350. We're not even going to look for targets. We know that thing's dropping, right? The 5 minute with a little bit of patience, right? Still would have got in on the same candle. You just would have got in at 349.50, right? That's where you would have got in with just a little bit more patience. You just would have got off the 1 minute chart that's just breaking a whole bunch of candlesticks down. That was just one candlestick, evening star, entry point. Target is always going to be at the bottom, right? And you find more targets by going to a smaller time frame, and this candle breaks down. So then you get the bottom of all those wicks. And you can just gauge yourself down. Sometimes you don't have to take profits. As long as I'm breaking that level, staying under it, we're taking it down. Is that clicking for anybody? Right? Even if you was not patient, even if you're not a 5 minute trader because you don't go there, and let's say you was just on a 15 minute chart, bada bing, bada boom, it gave it to you here. Boom, yeah, and came back down. Would have lost some profits, but hey, guess what? It came back to the 50% retracement of this candlestick. See how when you know price action, you know exactly what it's doing? And came right back down. Let me delete that. Ooh. Right? So if you would have been patient enough, if you would have been more patient, you would have just got in at 348.55. Mind you, this is the potential morning star. Right? Now, it started giving even stars because after it didn't drop, it got bullish. Right? Let's just say you waited and you was just, hey, I'm on a 30-minute chart because I'll be working. Right? Hey, you missed the tweezed tops. And you would have seen it was bullish. Morning star, hold on. These big candles are starting to lose bodies, meat and potatoes. Hold on, this might reverse on us because it's getting weaker. That's just price action, right? You don't know where you're going. It's indecision. You don't know what you're going to do. The wicks are indecision. Hey, are we staying up here? Are we coming down, right? The meat and potatoes is support and resistance. Boom, we break out, goes up. Let's just say you missed the tweezed top, right? Hopefully you didn't, right? That was a failed cup and handle. The tweezed top reversal coming right back down. If you would have missed that, let's just say you was on the hourly time frame, you would have got in right here at 347.60 evening star. Boom, all the way down, cleans gap, comes down to structure, and that's your entry still. Remember, let's make that yellow. Let me not lose you. Daily entry for the potential. Do you understand why you missed that move? By seeing a potential and going down to this time frame, just going smaller to it, seeing it, breaking it all the way down. Why? Loving the time frame breakdown. Yeah, well, I gotta do this. Let me go get y'all go crazy in the chat if y'all like this. Let me go get me some water. Or something to drink.
So Ray, how quick into market opening are you going to jump into Adobe?
When market opens. I'm gonna start watching it then. It'll probably hit my mark as soon as it opens, so.
As soon as the market open, we making money every day, all day, every day, all day. That's what we do.
Well, that watch list, goddamn, Jordan, that shit was fire.
This shit was fire.
Hey. Oh, I meant to post that. I gotta circle back through. I told them folk. Hold on. I told
Yeah, Jordan,
y'all
there was a
they-
second watch list. I remember the one that you posted right before you got on the boat.
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the one. But then there was another one for
Was there?
today that just didn't make it.
Yeah,
to-
the DE.
yeah,
there
that
was-
one didn't make it to
You didn't
this
send
one.
it to everybody though, did you?
Nah, that one didn't make it up.
See, that was just his friends.
Man, dang, Moody disabled screen sharing. I was gonna share my screen. Yeah, I just didn't know if I felt like I just got in at like 10 o'clock or something last night after like 4 flights and traveling all day. I didn't know if I felt like being alive to the public.
So it's better to get in on the lower time frames for these if you want to make your more money.
You're gonna have a sharper entry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deeper you drill down into it, the more precise your entry gonna be.
So if you
And then
identify
when you tie it in with the time frame continuity, then you setting yourself up for it to just flow all the way through.
yeah. So
Mhm.
identify it and drill down to your entry.
Mm-hmm. And then let it carry you.
Let it
Ride
go.
the way. All right, Moody, you can have your class back. You just say, hey, screen sharing isn't allowed. I was actually finna share my screen. It said screen sharing wasn't even allowed.
Oh no, look, I allowed it.
Nah, you good, bro.
Oh, wait now.
Real quick,
Hey,
Jordan.
I'm on the phone, bro.
MSC indicator did 129% yesterday.
Hey, Ray, post that in the chat, man.
I did.
Shout them out,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, I gotta go through the chat. It's been a
I think I
while.
put it in MSC or MSC indicator or something.
Bet. I understand you say how's it going for folks. All right, Moody, you keep going, brother. Be quiet.
Nah, you good, bro. Nah, his indicator crazy, bro. Like, come on now. Why would he get an indicator created, study, back test, and be like, this is how I want it, and then charge somebody and know, like, how you gonna charge somebody for something and know, oh well, this may not make them money.
For the last 3 days, when the market opens, I've made over almost $1,000 from the open till I close. And that was I can do one trade and be done.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what's up. Let me go in the chat real quick. This has, bro, I'm not the best reader. Resharpened me with time frames and never knew that much about candles bodies being support. Shoot me link so I can review early tomorrow. Gotta lay down, bro. Drop that in the chat. Trust me, I'm not gonna like. It's just because this is this chat. Drop it in the Discord, bro, or just copy and paste. Drop it in Discord. Make sure you tag me. Because I'm not on the Discord right now, so like I'll end up like whenever I get on my phone, I'm like, oh damn, let me go do this. I just be busy, bro. I just be making time, bro. All right, so let's get to it. Dang, Moody, you just did a whole class and you about to break this down now? Ah, Jesus Christ. All right, boom. Ugh, I hate trying to be perfect. Wow. Huh?
I said, what a life.
What a life. What a life of perfect imperfection. All right, so let me let it play out. I love to look. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all, because I don't know if I'm gonna make an announcement out of it, because I'm gonna do 2 boot camps. And they're both gonna be 3 days. Depending on how I structure it, it may be the second or the third day. I might make a post out of it because then people may think it's gonna be live trading, even though I may live trade, but that just depends on the spirit. If it motivates me to like, yeah, come on. But I'm gonna do something live for y'all, where it's like y'all need to be able to see it, to believe it, and understand it, but also on the charts. But it's gonna be involved with the Greeks and everything, and like it's gonna be broken down so you could just understand. Like, okay, I want to make $100. I can just read these Greeks, buy this contract. I know the support. I know these reversals. I bought here. Stop panicking. And some of these contracts you can load up on. Some of them you may not be able to load up on because they may be a little expensive. But you'll be able to see like, holy shit, Moody had me at 7% making $100. How in the fuck? It's because of the Greeks. But yeah, I'm gonna do that in boot camp. Here I'm gonna end up doing it here, but it's just gonna take time because Jordan and I want it to be like structured, and Charm is always reminding us like, no, we want the whole breakdown of that one too, or that one too. So it's just like, all right, cool. We're gonna keep it all the way basic before we get into intermediate to advanced. Because by the time we're at the end of this, we're gonna continue to keep MSC Teach up and running and just keep pouring in, and just because we continue to develop and showing you other strategies for long-term investments, different things. But we just want to make sure that by the time we're at advanced, if there's new people coming in, they will just have to go through the videos and of course ask questions, and we could break it down, but we want to make sure everyone is advanced. If we're talking something, showing something, you know how to break it all the way down. Right? It's not fair. It's not about fairness. It's not enjoyable to be only millionaire in a space, right? I'm not saying Jordan and I are millionaires, and I'm not saying that we're not. I'm not going to tell nobody anything, but that's not cool. You want everybody to win, right? So that's what MSC teaches about, and that's what MSC is about. It's just MSC had a baby. That's all. Right. All right. So, yeah, because I got to jump off here real soon. We're going to let this play out. But that's why I was saying that, is because I can't really show this live. This is just a playback. It just shows the opening, close, boom. So I let that candlestick. Remember, I broke all this down and showed you how even the potential, it already happened, all the evening stars, right? So now they're definitely happening and dropping. Right? So, excuse me. Green, I'm sorry because I haven't been putting targets, but remember, all your targets are to the left. Now we're just going to go to the 12-hour again, so you can just see how it's happening, right? Now it boom went through. Let's go down because we got to break that candlestick all the way down, right? So I'm gonna just take it to like about the 4-hour. Right? We came all the way through entry to see the rest of the evening stars. The more you go down onto these bigger time frames to the smaller ones like this, you're not going to see it. You're going to start seeing bounces and bounces. You automatically, this is the only time you do this, you're going to have to go to like 15, 5 minutes. And the reason why is because, since it triggered, hold on, let me do it this way. Daily. Pay attention to this. This is your, that's why. Because it's throwing me off too. Yeah, I don't trade like that. That's an automatic gap for us, right? So white is entry. I'm gonna jump from the daily. This is the only time you're gonna do it, right? And how can I explain it? That was potential. This is morning star trigger. Remember, we saw potential and we found evening stars on smaller time frames to get the trade. Well, like Jordan said, get a precise, quicker entry on a smaller time frame, right? So now that it triggered that potential morning star, we have to only because it triggered, we have to automatically, just because this is a playback, and also if it was a live action candle, you automatically have to go. If you like the 15, go to 15, go to 5. I'm gonna automatically take it to about 3 minute time frame, just so I can go from 3 minute all the way up. All right. So all the potentials were all the way up there, everything that we drew out. So now the market opens up around here, 9:30.
Yo, I'm not bad to cut you off, bro. What do you mean by like you go from if it hits your like alert on the daily chart, you'll go straight to the 3 minute?
No, that's not what I said. The mornings start triggering the mornings, and don't worry about it being 3 minutes. You don't have to go to 3 minutes. Go to your time frame that's smaller. So let me take you back to the day.
Because I was just thinking like
I know what you're thinking. I don't want you to get confused. Trust me, I know what you're thinking. Oh, if my trigger on the strat, my entry triggers on a daily, I run all the way to the smaller time frame. No, that's a trigger for an entry, right? This is also a trigger for an entry, but you have to understand what I'm talking about. Morningstar triggered a pattern trigger for my entry, right? A pattern. When I was doing it the first time, I just don't want to have to rewind everything.
oh, it was a pattern. Okay, it was a pattern. It wasn't like, okay, I got you.
The first time, when we broke it all the way down, it was a potential evening star. So we went in, and remember, this was still our entry, which is yellow. We went in and found a whole bunch of white lines that were our entries to a whole bunch of evening stars coming down. Now is the only time you're jumping from this bigger time frame to the smaller time frame is because the morning star that was a potential, and the day opened, it started pushing down, it triggered. For you to find the best entry or even enter this trade, you have to go to the smaller time frame.
Okay. No, I get you on that, but I'm saying like, would you jump straight to the small time frames, or would you go from like, I'm in the daily, I'm gonna go like you were saying earlier, I'm gonna go to a smaller time frame, and then just go from the daily to the 12-hour, let's say, to like the 4 hour, to like the hour, to like the 30-minute, 15-minute, and then you go into like the
Why
lowest.
wouldn't I do that in this situation, Frank?
You wouldn't?
Why wouldn't I?
I'm asking you if that's what you do, or if you go straight to the smallest time frame, that you like.
You're just you listening, but you're also adding things in your own perception, in your own mind to what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying that is because, once again, I'm gonna say it again and slowly. The first time we did it, and we broke down the time frame from a bigger time frame, from a daily to the 12 to the 7, was a potential. So you was trying to catch it before it happened. So the way you would do that is by seeing it, by breaking all the time frames down, all the way down to the smallest. Only time, I know it's that, let it click now. Don't talk. No, I know we learn and we want to just do. Let it click. Let it click. The only time you jump from the bigger time frame, this is not a potential. This is a pattern triggering. If you want to enter to that pattern, you cannot enter in on the bigger time frame. The bigger time frame is going to give you a different pattern, and it's going to be more so bullish, right? Because it's gonna, if you go to a bigger, look, let me just do it right here. If I go to the 7-hour, bear flag, is you're not gonna enter your trade because you're trying to go down, my nigga. Ooh, sorry, my guy. My bad, guys. This is my cousin. But it's gonna give you a bear flag. The more you go down to the other, look, bear flag, right? Just like this, bear flag breakout. The bigger pattern is the head and shoulders. Because that's what it's gonna give you. Neckline, entry, right? So with that being said, now look at how it clicks. Look at how it's gonna click in your mind. On the daily, from the entry, you don't want to do what I just did. You want to do that for potentials. For anything potential, bullish reversal, bearish reversal, even the Shrap potentials, 3-1-2s, all of that, continuations, you want to do what I just did, break down the time frames that way. Whenever it triggers and it's the pattern, you want to daily it, whatever time frame you're seeing it from, that bigger one, drop it to all the way scalper, intraday trading, scalper time frames, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Look at the 5. That's why I came all the way over here, open it up. Your entry is right here. We drew it from the daily, so your entry was right here on Wednesday. Bear flag breakout, right? It just didn't give you an evening star here. You could have took the tweezer top reversal coming down. Tweezer top reversals coming down. This time frame did not populate evening stars. The 3 minute could have possibly did because it's a smaller time frame, right? This one for the pre-market, no, it's not even pre-market, gave it to us. Fake this out, boom, bear flag, but that's still an evening star. It's just, it happened on a smaller time frame, continue down, but boom, and then bear flag, right? And really it's right here, I'm sorry, that was pre-market. That was pre-market stuff. Wait, hold on, 3 a.m. Wednesday. No, that wasn't pre-market. You could have caught it there, and then right here, it was these candlesticks. They were so small that it made me feel like it was pre-market. But boom, right? You could have found any one of those reversals. Let me go to the 1 minute to see if we find any evening stars there. Nah, just I'm not about to read that. I'm gonna go my analysis, not my analysis, but my psyche. And that should be an alert for you guys. You see how I jumped straight to that 1 minute and I love it. As soon as I seen the candlestick like that, I said, no, I'm not gonna throw my psyche off. I can read that, but I'm not about to do that to myself, right? Because there's too many reversals, there's nothing happening there, right? So unfortunately, we have to go bigger to probably like 15 minutes. The smaller time frames did not give us an evening star, but that's why you're learning the actionable signals and you're learning the reversal patterns, right? Because even when you go down to the smaller time frames, overstand, just because we put it in the evening star, we just know it's the bearish reversal. Let me mute your
Someone
friend.
needs to mute me.
I'm gonna mute you. Whatchamacallit, even if we're trading evening star, or even if we're trading a tweezer top reversal off the daily, off the hour, off the 4 hour, right? When you go down to the smaller time frame, overstand you're trading the reversal on a bigger time frame, bigger confirmation. You're just trying to find another reversal on the smaller time frame. That's all. So once you know one chart, you know it all. You just can't confuse yourself. You know what you're looking for, and you got to understand that it's going to give you more price action. It's just going to break that candlestick down so many times, and that's why you see me finding the tweezer tops, because that's what it really populated. Even on the 15 minute, 9:30, no real reversal, right? That was just off of this 212, but it gapped down, so you would have had to find a reversal on the smaller time frame using the strat 212s or using price action and patterns as evening star reversals, tweezer top reversals. You know, you could have found a pattern like, let's just go to the 6 minute, right here. You could have still took the break of that, right? You could have took a bear flag breakout, right? You just have to find your reversal patterns because it's going to confluence with that bigger time frame. They're riding the bigger time frame. That's why I'm always telling you, look how long you have left on that time frame to close. Right? Is this making sense?
Nah, yeah, I just overcomplicated it myself.
It's all right. We do
I
that shit.
understand what you're saying, because you're saying it's like it already triggered. I'm thinking about like you explained it. I got you.
Everybody else, it makes sense?
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
All right, cool. So I'm basically kind of done with the evening stars. I told you it was gonna be quick because it's basically like the morning stars. And even if you watch the morning stars, all you gotta do is just flip your computer upside down and just think of me talking about an evening star. Because it's the same thing. It's just going from resistance to support instead of going from support to resistance. I'm just a trader that I love to take it from support to resistance. I'm just very bullish. I still short and I hedge my positions. Like when I say hedge, I like to really say security, right? Or insurance, right? So if I'm going for a whole bunch of calls and I get me a few puts, it's really insurance on my money, insurance on what I'm doing, right? It's like everybody has insurance on your car. You're not planning on getting on an accident. We're not focused on the negative that can happen, right? We're focused on the positive. We're going to get from point A to point B, but I'm still going to have insurance just in case. That's the put option. That's the put side to me. So that's why Jordan and I will always come back and always say, and I'm going to always stress that trading, how you are in your personal life and how you look at things in your personal life is also how you're going to be in the trading world, because it's a whole nother world. And you'll start to, the way you're going to communicate and understand certain things is the same way that you do your personal life. Hopefully that makes sense. Right? And well, here, y'all can do this. Let's go to our calculator. Right, because I was gonna do this for the boot camp. I might do it differently over the, for this since I'm doing it here, but it was a thought, so this is not organized or anything. So everybody pull out your phone, go to your calculator. And let me know when you're there, because I wouldn't know if you don't communicate with me.
I'm there.
Ready.
All right, cool. So regardless of the fact, if you're not making this amount of money yet, don't stress it. Don't be like, oh, well, I'm not making that. Oh, I'm not making this. Oh, I'm not making that. I'm not someone to think small of myself, right? And I don't really think that $400 is a lot of money, but I'm not, I want you guys to adopt that mindset of, if you're not a millionaire, it's because you don't believe that you can become a millionaire. You don't think you deserve to become a millionaire. So you're not going to do things out of the way or put in the work to do that for yourself until you can visualize that for yourself. That's when that starts to happen for you, right? And it's a part of your journey. So what I want you guys to do is just, I'm always talking about $300 to $500 keeps the 9 to 5 away, right? So let's be honest with ourselves. If you was to make $400 in this market, would you be happy? Some people are going to say yes, right? Due to the fact that they're probably losing or becoming profitable or not making as much. But most people are not, right? Especially if you have a large account, especially if you have 50,000, 30,000, 70,000, over 200K account. You're gonna be like, man, nah. And that's just saying that you don't have the mindset to trade or anything. You're just new and you got money, right? You're just gonna be throwing your money at this, right? So there's been plenty of times that you've seen $400, and if it's not $400, just imagine that it was $400. It could have been $40, right? You just do your math on your own. But let's just say it's $400. You have to learn to be appreciative of $400, because $400 is truly not $400. Don't let me lose you, right? We got our calculator out. Let's say we're making $400 a day, right? And every time we hit that goal, whether Moody teaches you learning the Greeks and you trade these contracts and, hey, I hit my $400 and this is not 400%, this is not 100%, it could be 50%, it could be 40%, it could be 10%, I promise you, right? Long story short, let's say you're doing that. Don't think about the losses and stuff like that. Let's just say you're profitable and you're making $400 a day. That $400 that you're not grateful of making it today, think about it like this. The universe is like, oh, you're learning. Oh, you're talking to me now. You're so positive. It gives you something, right? You see your account go up, you see green, and you're ungrateful. You're not grateful. You're like, man, now I want more. The universe be like, oh, I can take that back. I give it to somebody else. And that's what happens, right? So learn to take green when it's green. Why? Because you're having to build discipline. And if you can't do that yet, that means you don't have discipline. That means that you're scared that you can't get back in this trade and make money. So you're trying to milk it for all that it has, right? And that's not how you play the game. Now, let's just say you made $400, whatchamacallit, this week, right? So you'll go $400 times 5. That is $2,000, right? $2,000 times, because you're going to do this the whole entire month, right? $2,000 times 4. So this is how you look at those $400. My $400 really make me $2,000. Every single day when you make $400, you just say, I made $2,000, because that's your goal, right? By the end of the month, if you're so appreciative of that, you're not going to look at your life anymore by the day. You're going to look at your life by that week. And you're going to be like, hey, I make $2,000. I make $2,000 a week by utilizing my account and leveraging it and making $400 a day. I do that successfully for 1 month. Where are we? You did the math. That's $8,000. If we do that successfully again for 2 months, that's $16,000, right? And that's how you look at money. Whether it's $40, whether it's $100, learn to multiply it. If it's $100 a day that you're capable of making, or that you know that, man, I hit this trade is $100, but I don't care. I got a large account. I know I could be hitting $500, $700. I done did it before. Take the $100 and tell yourself you're making $500 a week. What's so embarrassed? Why you gotta be embarrassed to make that kind of money? You got a job. You're already fighting that fight. You go to work, y'all be sticking your chest out, whether you're man or woman, with your position. Oh, I make this much, I make that much. And these motherfuckers all making the same amount of money. This motherfucker just making $5,000 more. This motherfucker over here is making another $2,000 more. And it's the other people that's making a whole bunch more money. And you know how much money you're making a week. And you know how much money you're making every 2 weeks. Every time you get paid, you know how much money you're making. So why are you so hard on yourself on this market? Whether it's $5, $20, is being grateful. And if you're grateful long enough, you start to reap benefits out of that frequency. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Y'all got any feedback or any questions?
Yeah, no, great advice, Moody. I've been making $20 the past 3 days, and it's been the happiest 3 days of my life just because it's green and not red.
Facts. I love to hear it, bro. And congratulations on that, bro. That's a big win. That's a big, big win. There's a lot of people that can't even take $5 out the market. You know what I'm saying? You just got to always remember, when you hear traders or anyone in this world talking about, I'm making this much money, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Well, how much money are they putting up to make that much money, right? And how long did it take them to be disciplined to be able to do that? Right? You can't skip steps. Even if you want someone else to skip that step, they have to go through that journey. You can't just fly somebody over the valley of death. You just can't do that. They gotta walk it.
Yeah, you got to be disciplined, because my problem is, there's been times where I've made a ton of money in the first like 15 minutes or so of the market. I should stop at that point, but I keep on going and feed that baby back in. I got to learn to stop when I got the green. You know,
It's a good feeling when you make money, even if it's with Pastor Quinn in the morning. You make money and you learn to stop, and you can look at the charts. You can see setups and be like, damn, I like that setup. And you don't trade it. That's called fighting FOMO. By the time 4 o'clock hits, boom, rings bell, and you look that you was profitable by the end of the day, you're going to be so happy. The thing that you do is, there's going to be days where it'll make you even happier, because you'll be like, damn, if I would have traded again, bro, I would have gave it all back to the market.
Yeah.
Be grateful. ride on that thought and be like, thank God I'm a good trader. There's gonna be days where you're gonna be like, dang, if I would have held on, bro, I would have made more money. You'd be like, well, get him next time, baby. Let's go. Profitable again. Why? Because that's still a negative thought trying to bring you back down, trying to tell you that you're not good enough. Who the fuck validated that you're not good enough? You, motherfucker. Nobody else. You're the only person telling yourself that you is not good enough for this. Ain't nobody else telling you that. You're the only one. And when you realize that, it's a hard pill to swallow. Because now you know who's your worst enemy.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna go in the chat. Great class, appreciate it. Consistency is key. Gratitude is key. Absolutely. Absolutely. What days class are available? Tuesdays and Thursdays. I normally do Tuesdays. Jordan will normally do Thursdays. If one of us on vacation, we either always have each other's back and do what we got to do. But yeah, and then we have pop-up classes. Sometimes I do pop-up spiritual classes where you don't really got to be on the class. You could just pop on some headphones and listen to some stuff I got. And why not end the class like that today? Let me see what I got for you guys. Probably give y'all a little quick 5 minutes of some juice. And yeah, and then when we get further along down, you know, that's when we're gonna be utilizing the voice chat, and that's when I'll like jump on, and it's just like I'm not gonna force myself to live trade and stuff like that, but I'll call things out for people. I'll be on the charts. Hey, what do you want me to chart up? Do you need me to talk to you about this chart? Do I need to guide you in this trade? Do I need to get you back in this trade? Do I need to get you out this trade? Do I need to help you recoup some profits, right? Like, are you down this much? All right, let's not cut right now. Let's go ahead. If you're down 30%, let's try to go ahead and take that back up to about 20 to 15% and go ahead and cut our losses right there and things of that nature, right? If you're brave enough and you want to get back in because you want to make some more money, okay, let's go ahead and find another setup. You said so, let's do so. It's not going to be, oh, Moody just trying to find. No, it's not going to be like that. It's helping you fish and find it, and then teaching you how to skin your fish and eat it, right? Somebody got some?
What up with the alerts?
This is not an alert Discord.
Oh,
That's,
cool.
that's why we got MSC. That's why we got MSC. MSC is where you get my alerts sooner than later when we get out of all the beginner stuff and how we trade and we get into the strat. There will be like strat alerts, but it's not going to be like, oh, I'm calling strat alerts every single day or this day. It's going to be more so like educating you and me putting it out, and I will be trading it. If you're brave enough to be like, hey, Moody, are you in this trade? You taking this trade? Yeah, I'm taking this trade. 9 times out of 10, if I'm putting it out, I'm taking the trade, right? So it's more so more advanced of teaching you how to swim and make money, but holding your hand. MSC holds your hand, but it has gotten so big with so many analysts that a lot of people want to learn from a lot of different people as well. And we all have our own time slots to be able to perform and do the things that we do, right? So Jordan and I know you're new, Victor. That's why I'm trying to break it down for you. Jordan and I, after doing our investigations through a lot of the surveys that the members have taken that Jordan had put out, and just getting feedback through one-on-one sessions and DMs, a lot of people wanted to learn exactly how we trade. And we wanted to do it in MSC, but we just wouldn't have the time. And then with me having a son and things of that nature, right? Like sometimes I want to do it on Monday. We found a better structure to do it on the Tuesdays due to our availability. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I probably would have been off right now, like, because I want to be with my son and I got to do it, like, got to help my wife, right? Raising a child. But we do what we can. So I don't want you to have the wrong idea where it's like, oh, Jordan and Moody's going to be putting out plays and things of that nature. No, right? We also brought along Raj, BW, and Zaytoven, right? Because we deem them and see them to be expiring full-time traders, and we want to continue to help them in their journey. And we just love their growth. They're living legends themselves. So they're here to help the community as well, right? Of course, here to learn and stuff of that nature, but they're their own traders as well. So they're going to be giving you Raj is going to be dope on the supply and demand ranges, and then BW and Zaytoven will be a little bit bigger on like the strat, you know what I'm saying, and just price action. And that's why Raj is here as well, because he trades price action off of supply and demand, right? He utilizes a strategy trading price action. So we believe that that'll help the community as well, answering questions and just seeing how they trade, since they also learn from us, but also develop their own ways of trading. Hopefully that makes sense.
Fire.
Yep, no doubt. But like I said, we will be like, once we get past all the beginner stuff, I know for a fact I'll be live, like how you would used to see me in MSC, like just going live and just breaking things down. Is going to be more advanced over here. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I'm not gonna hold myself accountable to that, but I'm a trader. Like if I'm on the charts and stuff like that, I may see something and be like, yep, I'm buying this. Y'all should buy this too. You know what I'm saying? But that's just organic and live. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, Moody, very much. Thank you very much, Moody. Awesome class again. Thank you, Moody, for your time. Welcome back, Jordan. Glad to see you finally get some rest. I don't know if he got some rest. He was on vacation. That's relaxing. I don't think that's restful. But yeah.
You didn't have to look at a chart for a couple of days, so that's some rest.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
I don't think if you ever come into this space, you would never look at charts. That's like, look, bro, I had ES up for a reason, just to make sure it's holding market structure, and I want to see a pullback. You feel me? I'm like, all right, cool. It's holding structure. I want to see a pullback though, but we can hold that structure. I'm cool because we can still eat that up and go up, and we had a nice pullback. You see that pullback? Had a nice pullback today on spot.
You're not sharing your screen, but yeah, I got trading view.
Oh, my bad. Here you go. Here, I'll just show this real quick and then I'm gonna jump off. So I was on ES. So on ES, we had got a super nice pullback. If we're looking at the hours here, we even broke the median, coming back, testing it, trying to break over median. That's all we needed to be able to run again. Even if you go to SPY, same thing. SPY just didn't break median, I believe. But it still gave us a beautiful pullback. That's all we needed. Boom, 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 boom. Right? We go down to like about the 15-minute time frame, you'll see the bounce. Well, not the bounce, the breakout. Sorry. The 30-minute probably has it. Let me see. No, the 30 minutes is trying to break out a little bit more time. See, no, it broke out. 30-minute broke out. But yeah, everything's trying to break back out. You feel me? 5-minute breakout. Everything's trying to break back out. When you learn from a professional, man, it gets easy. But yeah, man. Did that make sense? I don't know. I think it was Roger that asked the question.
Yeah, it was me.
Yep. Did it make sense?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Peace and prosperity to you as well, bro. All right. Any last questions? Going once? Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna leave y'all with. Here you go. Man, y'all don't want no juice. Y'all don't want no juice. I don't think y'all really want no juice.
Why would you say that?
I'm just talking, man. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get y'all to talk. Look, I broke you out your shell. She said, "Why would you say that?" This one's pretty short.
Listen, you know why you here, and I know why you came.
I do know.
Let's not play no games and get straight to it. This is the Power Release, a podcast for the spirit. Glory be to God. You hear me? Glory be to God. Today is an amazing day. And you already know why. Because you, with the strength, the spirit that dwells within you, have created it to be. But let me tell y'all this, man. Don't forget who you serve. And I say that to say this. He will never forsake you. And when you remember who you serve and you understand you're living in salvation with him, it should put your spirit at ease, at a mind state that I'm protected and I'm okay. Even if it doesn't seem like it, it is. Glory be to God. I need y'all to walk in y'all spirit, man. As I was working out today, I was thinking about the times I didn't walk in the spirit and I was walking more so in the flesh. You feel me? But then I was looking at the situation in the spirit and I said, dang, I had my Father working in the rain. Glory be to God. I really had my Father working in the rain. And that's why it took so long to see what I see today. Glory be to God, man. Don't let your Father work in the rain. Don't let your Father work it out for you in the rain. It's only going to postpone what you're trying to see be built. You feel me? I don't know if you have a friend or a family member who has ever had their house built from the floor up. You know what I'm saying? And when you're getting your house built from the floor up, you're praying that it's always sunshine because you desire to see your house and walk in this house and really live within it. But if it's rain, sometimes it postpones things. And if you understand the spirit that you have, you're controlling the weather that God has to work within. Glory be to God, man. And when I was moving in the flesh and I'm asking my God, my Father, my Savior for certain things, I would see it only by the crumb. Because when I synced it, I thought it was the whole loaf, but it wasn't. He still was creating. He was just giving me pieces of it. But it was hard for him to really build the way that he wanted to build because I was changing my frequency. I was changing my vibes. I was using the spirit that he was giving me to create a forecast that was making it hard for him to create the foundation that I was ready to stand on. You feel me? And now I look at it, I'm like, we got to be more aware. This is why Christ asks us to be cautious. This is why he told the people, y'all could look in the sky and see when it rains, but y'all can't see when the Father is present.
Ooh.
Y'all don't understand nothing that y'all reading spiritually, but y'all moving everything with y'all spirit. Glory be to God.
Big glory.
And I had to take time today to apologize to my father. Even though that's the dead and old, gone version of me, I still wanted to apologize to him because he still worked it out for me, even through the storm that I was creating for myself and him. See, we have to understand, even before we understand, it's still taking place. Our Father is still moving our footsteps. Way before we accepted that verse and embraced that part of the scripture that our Father is moving with us and possesses us, he still was doing that. But we made it hard for him because we were ignorant in our belief. So he was still trying to create. And I'm trying, let me break this down some more. It's like we're standing on the holy ground that he's tilling for us. You understand what I'm saying? And he's asking us, okay, what do you want? And we say it, and it's sunshine, and we're in the good vibe, and he's doing it, he's doing it. And he's saying, hey, remember, you're in charge of the weather, so I need you to keep your vibe up, keep studying, keep doing what you're doing, because I need this sunshine. The more sunshine I have, the more energy you give me, I could get it done. And then we forget. You understand what I'm saying? Now the storm has came. Now he has to move slower because we can't see past the raindrops. I don't even know if y'all ever been in that type of rain where you can't even see your hand in front of you. Glory be to God. So God has to stand in the storm and wait for us to speak, because the scripture says, ask and you shall receive. This is how faithful our God is to us. Yeah.
You see why I'm always asking, like, hey, do you have any questions? I got answers, but I don't feel bad if I don't give you the answers if you don't ask. I never knew you needed them.
Understand what I'm saying? And this is why he asks us to be faithful servants to him. Glory be to God. I'm not going to let y'all forget the mirror effect. This is what's taking place. You feel me? So then you get your vibe up again. And now he's getting back to work, and you see it. It's like, okay, it's moving. That's why I'm on us to make sure we keep our vibes up. And we have to be patient with him as well. We can't ask him how the window's going to look if he doesn't have time to put the walls up. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, God, man. We can't ask him what the kitchen going to look like, and he's still working on the roof. Glory be. We got to have patience. And if we want God to be patient with us, we have to be patient with him. We have to show him love. We have to say, Father, I'm proud of you for what you're doing for me and you.
All right. I'm going to cut it right there. I pray that message touched people. I know the message was still going, but I got to go. Peace and love to all. And yeah, man, you just gotta give God time, and I ask for time too. If you give me the time that I ask for, you know what I'm saying, I believe that you'll be great if you don't fight my positivity too much, because then I become Casper the Friendly Ghost. Peace out. But yeah, may the Lord continue to bless us all from the crown of our heads to the sole of our feet. Remember to be kind to others and do genuine things out of your heart. Peace and love to everybody. Peace out.
Thank you, Moody. Take care.
You know it. Take care as well, brother.
Peace, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
You know it.
Not y'all.
Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.